What if we could get paid up to 17,500 British pounds to do your research at the University of Glasgow? Or if you are a UK-based academic to spend weeks in Poland building research collaborations, experiencing different academic culture and advancing your work in economics, finance or business, this is exactly what the Glasgow-Warsaw Dekaban-Liddle Fellowship offers, and the deadline to apply is June of 5th, 2026, that is days away. I am your host and your friend, uh, scholars and scholarships, and on this channel, I find academic funding opportunities, so you don't have to subscribe right now. Let's break this down completely. Okay, so what is a Dekaban-Liddle Fellowship? Let me start telling you about the story behind the fellowship because it's a genuinely wonderful one. So in 1990, Dr. Anatol and Mrs. Pamela Dekaban established a foundation at the University of Glasgow to promote academic exchange between Polish and British higher education institutions. This was a visionary act. 1990 was a pivotal moment for Poland as it transitioned out of communism and began building new international academic connections. Over 30 years later, the foundation has grown into a well-established program supported by three prestigious institutions: the University of Glasgow, one of the world's oldest and most highly ranked universities, consistently in the global top 100, here in the University of Warsaw, Poland's leading research university, and the Piast Institute. The fellowship mission is to enhance the quality of Polish science and education through academic exchange and to build lasting research partnership between Polish and British institutions. Here is what makes it unique. It works in both directions. Polish academics can visit UK institutions, including the University of Glasgow, and UK academics can visit Polish institutions. It is a genuine two-way exchange, not just a one-way scholarship. Now, who is this for? This fellowship is specifically for academics, that means full-time teachers or researchers working at a higher education institution in Poland or the UK. The eligible fields are definitely broad around economics and related social sciences. Let me list them so you can check if you qualify. Economics, broadly defined: finance, accounting, management, international business and enterprise, strategy and decision making, entrepreneurship, human resource management, marketing and innovation management. And the foundation says it's open to cognate social sciences, meaning if you work in related social science field that touches on these areas, you may also be eligible. This is quite a generous definition. One important clarification: you need to have an employment contract with the higher education institution. Doctor students who do not have an employment contract with the university are not eligible. This is a fellowship for academics who are already working in higher education. However, there is special provision for people in Poland who work in government organizations or businesses. The committee will consider suitably qualified applicants from government and business in Poland as well. So, if you are a Polish economist working in the public sector or private sector with research credentials, it may be worth applying. The funding: how much and how it works. So now let's talk about money because the funding here is generous. The fellowship pays between £800 and £1,200 per week depending on the length of your stay. Shorter visits tend to attract a lower rate, longer visits attract the higher rate. The maximum award is £17,500. That is for visits at the longer end of the scale. Visit duration is flexible. You can apply for visits of between 1 and 20 weeks. That is a remarkably wide range. If you only need a few weeks to complete a specific piece of research or attend a series of meetings with collaborators, you can apply for a short visit. If you are planning a major collaborative project requiring several months of immersion, you can apply for a longer visit. Here is something particularly useful. The visit does not have to happen all at once. You can split your visit into multiple periods within the academic year. The fellowship window runs from the August of 1st, 2026 to July 31st, 2027. So as long as your total visit falls within that 12-month period, you can structure structure it as one continuous stay or several shorter trips, and the funding amount remains the same. What does the funding cover? It is intended to cover your living expenses during the visit, so food, daily costs, accommodation. You are responsible for making your own travel and accommodation arrangements. The University of Glasgow cannot arrange accommodation for you. Though other universities might offer this, you are also responsible for your own travel, health and life insurance, and for any expenses related to any family members accompanying you. So what you get at the University of Glasgow? If your visit is based at the University of Glasgow, you get some valuable additional access. You receive a University of Glasgow IT account, meaning access to all university digital system, email and online platforms. You will have full access to the University of Glasgow Library, one of the best research libraries in the UK, with access to thousands of academic journals, database and special collections. You'll be able to book shared workspace in the university library. Note: dedicated private offices are not provided. Shared workspace can be booked on arrival. This is worth factoring into your planning, especially if you need to conduct video calls or work in quiet conditions for visits to other UK institutions. You will need to arrange library access, affiliation, and workspace directly with that institution. The University of Glasgow can only guarantee its own services. The same principle applies to UK academics visiting Poland. You arrange access and affiliation directly with the Polish host institution. What are the deliverables? At the end of a visit, you're required to submit a standardized report. This report will be reviewed by stakeholders in Scotland, Poland, and the United States. The report captures the nature of your research, how you spent your time, who you collaborated with, and the value of fellowship to your career, your institution, and either Poland or the UK more broadly. In addition, a short statement from the host institution will be required to confirm the work you undertook and the time spent. The expected deliverable from your visit may include publications, grant applications, or knowledge exchange activities. These are not mandatory requirements per se, but the committee will be assessing the academic value of what you're proposing and expecting to see, so having a clear plan for what you intend to produce is important. One important note: if your research involves collecting primary data from human participants, you must receive ethical approval before conducting that research, either from your own institution or the host institution at the University of Glasgow. Ethics review can take up to 6 weeks, so keep this in mind. So if you need ethical approval, factor that in your timeline. Now, how to apply? Step by step, I'm going to explain it. So let me walk you through the application process. So step 1 is access the application through Microsoft Forms. So this is the Microsoft form. The link is in my video description, and so complete it carefully. Step 2, prepare your CV, maximum 4 pages. Focus on your academic background, your research output, your current position, and your research interest related to the fellowship topic. Step 3, get your recommendation letters. You need 2 letters, one from your home institution confirming your employment, endorsing your application, one from your host institution confirming that they will host you, and expressing what level of support they will provide. The level of support from the host institution is one of the assessment criteria, so this letter matters. Reach out to the prospective host now before you apply and confirm their willingness to host and support you. Step 4, send all the documents to the business dash dekaban@glasgow.ac.uk with the subject clearly indicating it is a Dekaban-Liddle Fellowship application for 2026-2027. Step 5, apply before the June 5th, 2026 at 5 p.m. UK time. After submission, the committee in Glasgow and Warsaw will receive applications. You will be informed of the outcome in July 2026. If awarded, your visit can begin from August 1st, 2026. What makes a strong application? The committee assesses application on 4 main criteria. Let me explain each one and what you can do to address them. Criteria 1, academic rigor of the project. This means that your research proposal needs to be clear, well grounded in the literature, and generally relevant to your field. Don't propose something vague. Write a focus, a specific research plan with clear questions, methods, and expected outputs. Criteria 2. Confirmation of collaboration by the prospective host. This is why you must contact your host before submitting your application. An enthusiastic specific endorsement from a named host academic at the host institution is far more persuasive than a generic letter saying we welcome the applicant. Have a real conversation with your host about what you will work on together. Criterion 3. A level of support from the host institution. This goes beyond the confirmation letter. Will the host institution provide office access, meeting space, access to research participants or data, introduction to other researchers? The more specific and generous the support, the stronger this element of your application becomes. Criteria 4. Value the fellowship for the applicant's career. This is a chance to tell your story. Why is this visit important for you right now? What research gap will it help you to address? What new skills, networks, or outputs will it generate? How will it benefit your institution in either Poland or the UK? Make this personal and make it specific. And lastly, I will just give an overview of what we have said all across the walls. Glasgow-Warsaw Dekaban-Liddle Fellowship 2026 to 2027 is up to £70,500 paid research visit between the Poland and the UK, open to academics in economics, finance, management, business, and related social sciences. Both junior and senior scholars are welcome. 1 to 20 weeks, flexible timing. UK academics can visit Poland. Polish academics can visit the UK. Deadline is June 5th, 2026 at 5 p.m. UK time. All application links are in my video description. Go there now, find the Microsoft form link and start your application today. If this video helped you, like it right now. Subscribe so you never miss opportunities like this, and comment below, are you a Polish academic looking to visit the UK or a UK academic looking to visit the Poland? I read every comment and always reply. Good luck, go apply, and I'll see you in the next video.